Hurricane Dorian continues its historical rampage, just off its peak though, at 180 miles per hour, pressure of 915 millibars as of midnight Atlantic Standard Time this September 2nd. Currently, Dorian is still a stage 10 on the CDPS, where it's still slated to deliver over 20 inches of rain over Grand Bahama Island as it starts making its way across that island. Still extreme damage anticipated all across the Bahamas as it does go through those areas. Dorian is at 26.6 degrees north, 77.9 degrees west. Again, stage 10, the highest rating possible on the CDPS. Extreme damage anticipated across the Bahama Islands. It is 46 miles from Freeport, 133 miles from Boca Raton, 422 from Savannah, 443 from Charleston, and 524 miles at Wilmington, North Carolina. There are still hurricane warnings up for the northwestern Bahamas, and we have hurricane warnings from Jupiter Inlet to the Volusia-Brevard County line. Hurricane watches still for Andros Island, Deerfield Beach, Jupiter Inlet, and other watches and warnings, including storm surge watches and warnings up as well. Here's the rainfall forecast for Dorian, as it is slated to deliver a massive amount of rain across the Bahama Islands and will start impacting the Florida coastline going into Tuesday and Wednesday. And it's all going to come down to when it makes that turn as to how much rain the coastal areas of Georgia and the Carolinas will get before this storm will finally get out of here by the end of the week and its historical run will come to an end. Sea surface temperatures for Dorian are still incredibly favorable, 29 degrees Celsius where it's at. Once it does start to make that turn, it will get into less favorable waters at 27 and 28 degrees Celsius. It's just a matter of when it's going to make this turn. But getting into the forecast, most everybody still has it as a Category 5 for the next 30 hours before it is forecasted to make a northward turn and start paralleling the United States coastline. Some areas along the coast could experience tropical storm force and hurricane force winds, and it's slated to be a major hurricane by the time it gets up to Wilmington before it finally does move out to sea and its historical run comes to an end for the Bahamas and the United States. Chances of tropical storm force winds are looking like this: 99% in Freeport, 91% in Melbourne, 69% in Savannah, 68% in Charleston, and 60% at Wilmington, North Carolina. That turn to the north may increase or decrease those chances depending on how it parallels the coast. Getting to the models, just about every model still keeps us again as a Category 5 for the next 30 to 36 hours. And that's going to be in part due to the wind shear will increase to about 10 to 15 knots. But regardless, it doesn't matter how much this shear is going to impact it. This has still been a very incredible historical hurricane. It is right on par with the Labor Day hurricane of 1935 for the impacts that it's done to the Bahamas thus far. Getting into the imagery, you can see just how incredible Dorian still looks after it went through the earlier Marsh Cays and other islands. It is starting to make an impact on the Grand Bahama Island going through the eastern cays. That you can see on the water vapor imagery that its presentation and structure is still insanely incredible, which is why it's still being maintained at 180 miles per hour. And getting into the infrared imagery, you can still see those higher cloud tops still very evident there. There may be a few fractures in that outer eye wall, but still its presentation is still on par and really above and beyond most hurricanes in this basin. If you're in the Bahamas, you're just going to have to batten down the hatches and ride this out. If you're in Florida, you have maybe another 12 to 15 hours before you're going to start feeling effects on the U.S. coastline. And then after that, it's just going to be a matter of when it's going to make this turn, if it makes this turn. If you're in Georgia and the Carolinas, keep an eye on this, because that turn is going to determine on when you will get impacts. Keep an eye on this, and we'll have another update later on. Thank you for watching this production of Force 13. For more information about Force 13, you can reach us on all of our media outlets. Our website, force13.com, where we are revamping the website and writing new articles for your reading pleasure. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/force13. You're probably there already. If you are, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to keep getting updates like these rolling into your mailbox. We're also on Facebook, keyword Force 13, where we'll post our articles, and keep an eye out there for any live events that we may simulcast there. We're also on Twitter, keyword Force 13. And if you want to look swag like our own Nathan Foy here, you can rock our colors by going to our store. Our store is store.force13.com, or you can continue directly to the project by way of the Patreon. More information about patronage and the privileges you can get from it can be found at patreon.com/force13. And if you want to reach out to the project directly, you can reach out to us at Force13 on Skype, or you can hit me up directly at extension TREN, extension 1375, or you can hit that link in the bottom of the description to get to our Discord. That information also available at the end of this segment.